Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Keith Gaines. It is, what's today? Tuesday. On my way to my Kundalini yoga class. And I was actually just texting a friend about a topic that I have struggled with for some time, and I'm sure a lot of people have as well. I sent her a text and I asked her this question. Have you ever felt like you're in a prison of your mind? I just kind of want to talk about that real quick. I have found in my life sometimes there are seasons, and certainly the last couple of days for me, I've kind of felt like I'm in a prison of my mind. What does that mean? What it means is that I have all these thoughts coming through my head, back and forth, thoughts. And the thoughts are basically thoughts of dissatisfaction between who I am and who I want to be. So I have this image of myself, of who I want to be, how I want to be. Hey, Chuck. What I want to accomplish in life, how I want to impact the world, my friends, my community, whatever. And the frustration comes in where I clearly see the things I want to accomplish and the things I want to do and the person I want to be. There's no gray about what I want to accomplish and what I want to be and do and have in my life. But where I struggle is the actual implementation, the action, taking the steps consistently to make my thoughts and ideas a reality. And so that's what I call the prison of my mind. My mind is constantly chattering about, you need to do this, you need to do that, you want to accomplish this, you want to accomplish that. Okay, yeah, we want to do this, so you got to take these steps to get to there, to get to the destination. You have to do these steps on a daily basis, consistently, every day, every week, every month, whatever it is, whatever your goal is. And sometimes I find myself just not doing those things. Like, I know the things I need to do to get to where I want to get to, but I just don't do them. I don't know why. I mean, call it laziness, call it ADHD, call it distractions, call it lack of motivation, call it, I don't know what it is. I'm actually putting this video out and going live right now because I don't have an answer. Like, this video is not about, oh, here's what I figured out, here's an answer. I'm putting this video out just to kind of share, like, where I'm struggling with something right now. And I find I texted a few other friends the same thing. I said, I asked them the same question. I said, do you ever feel like you're trapped in the prison of your mind? And I would venture to say a lot of people probably feel this way. I know I'm not the only one. I sent the text out to 2 people, and both of them responded right away. I said, yes, every freaking day I feel like that. And for me, it has resulted in the past, it has resulted in feelings of just feeling down and sometimes even depression. I know Grant Cardone has talked about it as depression is a result of the gap of of who you view yourself to be right now and where you want to be, or the gap between what you have right now and the things you want to have. And when there's a discrepancy between how you see yourself and how you want to be, and between what you have and what you want to have, and that gap between those two paradigms, those two bookends, if you will, causes a lot of anxiety and depression, at least for me, because I get frustrated and I get disappointed with myself because I'm not able to execute on the things that I feel would really take my life to the next level. Now, people that know me, that watch my videos, or just personal friends that know me, you guys know that I'm obsessed with learning, self-development, meditating, exercising, eating healthy, getting outside nature, connecting with nature, kayaking, being active, having a beautiful, amazing dog back there who's like my little Buddha that helps me. He's so much love and fur and love, and anyway, so I do a lot of stuff to mitigate the chatter in my mind, to keep myself busy, and just to have an overall life of health and vitality. And, because I feel that, like, I don't take medications. I'm not against medications. I just have a little bit of, I've never had luck with medications. I was really depressed at one point, and I was on antidepressants, and they didn't work. Like, they worked for a little bit, like 2 weeks they worked, and then the side effects were just horrible. Same thing with ADHD. I had, troubles focusing, so I got on Adderall and Vyvanse and all this, medications, Strattera. I tried a bunch of stuff under the supervision of my doctor. Same thing. That stuff like didn't work. I mean, it worked for a little bit, but the side effects were just like too bad. Like, it wasn't worth it. And so now I've got more of a holistic approach. I've gotten to the meditation. I've gotten into, reading and just connecting with nature, taking time to myself, like definitely disconnecting from my phone and social media and a lot of distractions. But I still feel that at certain days and certain times, certainly today, in the past couple of days, I feel like I'm trapped in the prison of my mind. Like, my mind is just not satisfied with where I am. And I know the things that I need to do to get where I want to get, but I don't do them. Like, or maybe I'll do some of them, or I'll, one day I'll wake up, I feel inspired today, I'm going to crush it today and be productive. And the day goes well for about, 3, 4, 5 hours. And then I get my motivation and my inspiration starts to wane. And I am finding myself in that same kind of like state of like disappointment, just feeling disappointed with myself. And so I just wanted to share that. I don't necessarily have an answer to this question. I would actually love to hear, if you guys want to comment below, if you also have found yourself struggling in this prison of your mind, and what have you been doing, or what are you doing to help mitigate that? Oh, thanks, Chuck. See, Chuck helps to get me out of my prison when he gives me kisses. What are you guys doing to help mitigate that? Are you dealing with some of that struggle in your mind, some of that feeling like you're trapped in your thinking, and trapped in old behaviors and old programming that you just can't seem to shake? I've shaken a lot of programming through my journey the past year, for sure. Just connecting with my higher self and trusting more in God and universe and so on and so forth. But I'm certainly not by any means enlightened. I'm certainly not by any means in a place where I feel satisfied. I mean, I try to stay grateful. Like, gratitude is a huge, huge, huge factor in someone's happiness, being thankful for what you have versus focusing on what you don't have. So that's a process that I've been working through and learning to replace dissatisfaction with gratitude. And so overall, like, yes, if I look at my life overall, like, I am very blessed and I'm very, very appreciative. But it's like I gotta take a conscious effort sometimes to stop and have that thought. I have to stop and think about what I have and stop and force myself to be grateful, because by default, automatically, it's like sometimes I'll just slip into like this negative, like, dissatisfaction with life. I don't have this, I don't have that. I can't seem to perform like I want to perform. I'm not consistent. All these thoughts start coming in where I'm not, I don't feel like I'm achieving what I want to achieve. And so this is me. That's it. I just wanted to share that this morning for other people who out there who might be feeling the same way. If I were to suggest anything, I know, like I said, I think gratitude helps a lot. Connecting with, good friends and family that love you and that you love helps a lot. Meditation helps. Connecting with nature helps. Reading, enriching your mind with self-development and videos and stuff to learn. So I have acquired tools that have helped me kind of mitigate some of this inner negative chatter. Certainly a lot better than I used to be. A lot better. I'm no longer depressed, okay? I might have moments of feeling depressed. I might have moments or days where I feel down, but that's a heck of a lot different than, being medicated on Prozac or Lexapro or whatever the other, Wellbutrin, because I can't function. Like, I've been there. I know what that feels like. That's no longer my experience, so I'm so thankful for that. But I still have my days where I'm just like not feeling so good, And so these I have acquired tools to help mitigate that. But that's it. I just want to share. I'm driving to actually my Kundalini yoga class right now, and I was just thinking, I bet there's other people out there that sometimes feel like they're trapped in the prison of their mind. And I just wanted to tell you, you're not alone. If you feel that way, if you feel sometimes, some days that your mind just doesn't want to shut up and you're not satisfied with where you are in life, like, the best thing I can tell you and encourage you with is just to have a little bit more grace. Give yourself a little bit more grace. Give yourself a little bit more love, Don't be so hard on yourself. I know that I'm super hard on myself. My friends will tell me too, like, Keith, you're so hard on yourself. Because I have a high standard by which I want to live by. And I don't always meet my own. Kind of disappointed in myself. So exercise more grace, exercise more self-love. But again, I would love to hear comments on this topic if you want to share. So that's it. I hope you all have a beautiful, wonderful day. And as always, sending you all the most health, wealth, peace, and prosperity. Love y'all. Bye-bye.